So I'll have you start in child's pose. If you have any props at home, feel free to grab them. If you don't, you can use a blanket or a towel as a yoga blanket. You can use a water bottle as a block or even a chair. You could use couch cushion as a bolster. We'll start off in Balasana child's pose on your shins, reaching your arms out in front of you, letting your forehead rest on the mat. And at first, not overthinking the posture, but trying your best to observe your response to the posture. So what do you notice? What do you feel in the physical body? Where do you feel tension? Maybe it's a little bit harder to breathe. And then watch your body and yourself settle into the mat. So this is going to be your resting pose. Come into it as often as you need. Start to connect with your breath. And just like we approached this posture, at first, simply observe and notice your breath as is. And then watch how your breath settles. It settles into your own unique rhythm. And then what we're going to do is add your inhale to some contracting and effort. And then as you exhale, you're going to release. So as you breathe in through your nose, start to squeeze your thighs together. Just that. As you exhale, soften and release the thighs. Do that again. Inhale, squeeze your thighs. Exhale, let it go. This time, inhale, press your hands into the earth, into your mat. Exhale, release. Inhale, press into the mat, resist the floor. Exhale, release. On your next inhale, lift yourself up into your tabletop. And at first, again, as you exhale, observe how your body's responding to this pose. Notice where you feel some tension, maybe some tightness, as well as where you feel strong and mobile. And then let's do the same thing here. Inhale, squeeze your thighs towards each other and press into the earth. Exhale, let go. Soften, release. Inhale, squeeze your thighs towards each other, press into the earth. Exhale, soften and release. Come into your cat pose, round through your spine, tailbone tucks under, chin to chest. And then opposite direction, cow pose, belly drops, heart draws forward, look forward, tailbone up. And start to move through your cat-cow. Again, not overthinking it. And simply rounding your spine in both directions with your breath. And it really doesn't matter. A lot of times we do inhale cow, exhale cat. But as long as you're breathing and moving. On these next two, let's add that same element. Press through the ground, kiss your thighs together as you move through your cat-cow. And then inhale, release, soften, and move through it a little bit more effortlessly. Tuck your toes under, hover the knees off of the ground. Lift your knees just an inch off the ground. Start to warm up your core. We're gonna do the same thing here. Press your hands into the earth, kiss your thighs. You're trying to go for neutral shoulders and also neutral pelvis here. Breathe in, press your hands into the ground, kiss the thighs. Exhale, you're releasing and softening, but you're still working and holding yourself up. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, press into your hands, squeeze through your thighs. And then exhale, soften, release, and let's come up into our first down dog. Pedal your legs up and down. This stance might be a little bit short when you come into tabletop, and that's okay for now. As long as you're keeping your knees bending, cycling through here. Shake your head, yes. Shake it, no. Again, observing as is where you're at today, right now in this moment. Keeping this shorter stance and a soft bend in the knees, send the hips further back to elongate through the spine and the shoulders. And let's add that same element. We'll just do 2. Inhale, press through your hands, kiss your thighs towards each other. Exhale, soften into an effortless down dog. Inhale, press through your hands, kiss through your thighs. Exhale, soften. On your next inhale, roll yourself forward into a high plank. Modify by dropping the knees. You'll notice I wiggled my heels back. You might do the same to find that alignment. And then exhale, bend to the knees, shift your hips back to your down dog. Inhale, roll yourself forward into your plank. Exhale, shift back into your down dog. Move like a cat. Inhale, roll yourself vertebrae by vertebrae into your high plank. Exhale, shift yourself back. Let's do that 1 more time. Inhale, roll yourself forward. And this time, hold as you exhale. To modify, lower the knees onto the ground. Let's do 2 breaths here. Contract and release. Inhale, press your hands, kiss your thighs. Exhale, soften. Inhale, press through your hands, kiss through your thighs. Exhale, soften. And lower down to your belly. So kind of passing through a chaturanga. Point your toes back. Press into your hands, kiss your thighs. Inhale, up to cobra. Exhale, release. Come down onto your forehead. Inhale, kiss the thighs. Press the hands, lift to your cobra. Exhale, lower down. We'll do that 2 more times. Wake up the back body. Inhale, press with your hands. You're squeezing the elbows towards your midline. Exhale, lower. Inhale, press your hands, elbows in, kissing the thighs. Exhale, lower. Inhale, tuck the toes, pass through tabletop or push up to plank and shift back into your down dog. Let's pedal our legs and walk and tiptoe all the way up till you come to the top of your mat. Soften the knees for your ragdoll so that your belly is actually touching your thighs. Let your head totally hang, look past between that space in between the knees. So your head is totally hanging. Touch the texture of your mat. Notice where your skin and your clothes meet. Staying with your breath. At first, noticing how your body is responding to this forward fold. And then let's add a little bit more effort. So if your hands aren't touching the ground, I want you to place them on your blocks or even on your shins. But we're going to do that same action. Inhale, press your hands into the ground, kiss the thighs. Exhale, soften and release. Inhale, press and kiss. Exhale, soften. Inhale, take a half lift, bring your arms to a T. Exhale, rise all the way up, meet the palms up overhead. And exhale, hands come to your heart center. So you're in your mountain pose, toes are touching, heels are slightly apart. You can walk it out here, get all the cracks out. Wiggle the hips, roll the shoulders. Roll the other way. Roll the wrist. Roll the neck. Roll it all up. And then find your mountain pose. So if you're not already at the top of your mat, go ahead and meet me there. Pressing through your feet. Inhale, reach your arms high to the sky. On your exhale, hinging at your hip crease, take a dive and forward fold. On your inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, plant your hands and step your feet back one at a time into your high plank. Inhale, come forward, and exhale, lower down chaturanga. You can bend your knees to modify. Flip the toes back. Inhale, baby cobra, or maybe this time, straighten the arms up for a high cobra. Exhale, roll the toes under, and come into your down dog. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. And exhale, take a giant step to the top of your mat. Notice what foot you bring forward first naturally. Inhale, take a half lift. Tabletop your back. Exhale, fold in half, let your spine round. Inhale, as you press your feet, you're using your core, your legs, your abs to rise all the way up. And exhale, hands come to heart center. Inhale, reach your arms out and up. Exhale, take a dive and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, plant your hands. Take a giant step back, but see if you can go back with the opposite leg that you usually do. Meet me in plank. Inhale. And as we exhale, you're pressing away from the floor, kissing your thighs to come through your chaturanga. Flip the toes back, come into baby cobra, high cobra, or this time find your up dog. Thighs are off the ground. Exhale, roll the toes under, come into your down dog. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Take a giant step with the foot that you don't naturally move forward with. Take some thinking. And half lift as you breathe in. Fold in half as you breathe out. Inhale, root to rise, reach it up. On your out breath, mountain pose. One more time, sun A, big inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, fold in half. Uttanasana fold. Inhale, half. Exhale, plant your hands, your choice. Step back, or maybe this time hop back through your chaturanga. Holding your chaturanga, squeeze your elbows in, press away from the floor, kiss the thighs, and inhale, baby cobra, high cobra, or up dog. Exhale, roll the toes under, down dog. Bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, step or hop to the top of your mat. Half lift. Fold forward. Inhale up. And exhale, hands to heart. This time, sit into your chair pose. Inhale, bend the knees. Your fingers graze the floor. Come into Uttanasana. You got it. Staying here for a few breaths. Notice your natural response to this pose, where your mind goes. Notice your breath. And then see if we can add that contract and release. So now our hands are up in the sky. So let's bring our hands together, even if that means you're bringing them out in front of you. Press your hands into each other. Kiss the thighs, inhale. And then exhale, soften and release. You're still sitting in chair, still working, not as hard. Inhale, kiss the thighs, press your hands. Exhale, soften and fold forward this time. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Step your right leg back. Spin your heel down and windmill your arms up and find your warrior two. So we're gonna go in and out of our warrior two with our breath. So inhale, lunge into your knee. Exhale, straighten the leg. Inhale and exhale. So we're just moving the legs here. Noticing what's going on at your hip joint, how is your knee, your ankle. See if you can avoid going too further past your ankle. So you want a vertical shin here.
to protect your knee. And then let's add the arms. Find a static warrior two. Take the arms out to a T. Bring your palms up. Bend your elbows and bring them behind your ribs. Inhale, extend. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, bring it out. And exhale, flip your palms. So now we're holding our warrior two. Hands are floating. We're not gonna bring them together. They're not touching the ground. But I want you to press through your hands as if you could press through the air like you were into the ground. So on your inhale, press through your hands and kiss your thighs towards each other. They're so far apart, but that's okay. Exhale, soften into your warrior two. Inhale, press through your hands, kiss through your thighs. And exhale, soften, windmill your hands to the ground. Pivot and take a giant step to the top of your mat. Half lift as you breathe in. Fold forward as you breathe out. Take a moment here in your fold and notice the subtlety and the difference from your left side and your right now in your legs alone. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, take a giant step with your left leg back. Spin the heel down. It's at about a 90 degree or less. And windmill up to your warrior two. Release your arms. Relax them at first. And simply go in and out of the pose. So noticing here your stance. Finding a position that feels functional for you, where you don't feel any congestion in your hip crease, where you don't feel any pressure in the knee. So most of the time, it's going to be along the lines of finding a 90-degree angle in your leg, having the back toes turn slightly in, and let's hold our static pose. Take your arms out to a T, palms up. Bend your elbows and bring them behind the ribs. Inhale, exhale. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale, exhale. 3 more. In, out. In, out. In, out. And windmill all the way down. Bring your foot, pivot, and step to the top of your mat. Take a half lift as you breathe in. Fold forward as you breathe out. Inhale, bend the knees back into your chair pose. Kissing the thighs, palms together. How about this time you keep your hands pressing in towards each other. You keep your thighs into each other, but you find this balance of not totally contracting and not totally releasing. The connection is there. There's a balance between the two. Stay with your breath. 1 more. And exhale, rise all the way up to stand, arms by your sides. Big inhale, arms come out and up. On your exhale, take a dive and forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Step walker, hop it back through your chaturanga. Flip the toes back. Heart lifts into your cobra or up dog. We're gonna stay here for a few breaths, doing that same thing we just did in our chair. There's this pressure, this pressing into the ground with your hands. There's also a kissing of the thighs. But there's this balance of effort and ease here. Not totally contracting, not totally releasing, but a really strong and flexible up dog or cobra. Take 1 more breath, and exhale, roll the toes under, come into your down dog. Take your big toes and have them touch each other. Inhale, right leg lifts high to the sky.
Look back at your right big toe. It should be pointing to the ground. If not, point it down. As you exhale, knee comes to your nose. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, back. Exhale, knee to nose. Hold it here. Round more like a cat and draw the knee into your chest. Look forward. Lean forward and bring your foot all the way through. Lower the back knee down to the ground. Take both hands on the inside of your right foot. We're going to do lizard chaturangas to get into your hips a little bit more. Release the back toes. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, bend your elbows, lowering your chest towards the ground. Breathe in, come up. Breathe out, let go. Up, in breath, down, out breath. So let's continue to move dynamically through here. And what I want you to add is that component of contract and release. As you exhale and lower, you're releasing. As you inhale, press into the earth, kiss your thighs. Exhale, release. Inhale, press into your hands, kiss through your thighs. Exhale, release. One more. And exhale, release. Bring it back up. Hands frame your foot. Lift your back knee. And send your right leg back without lifting your booty. Come into your high plank. Perhaps you let your foot float and we'll lower down for a one-legged chaturanga. Flip the toes. Inhale, cobra or up dog, whatever feels best for you. And exhale, roll the toes under, down dog. How's your breath? Take a big breath in. And a big audible exhale out. Take the toes together, look at them. Left leg starts to lift, high to the sky. Look back at your left big toe. Your inner thigh spiraling up towards the ceiling sky. Exhale takes your knee to your nose. Inhale draws it up further into your heart space. Lean forward, look forward, and exhale brings it all the way through. Lower the right knee, hands on the inside. Inhale. Exhale, bend your elbows, lizard chaturanga. Lift back up. Breathe in, breathe out and lower. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, hands press, thighs kiss. Exhale, release. Inhale, lots of effort. Exhale, not. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, lift. Hands frame your foot, lift your back knee, and send your leg back without lifting the booty. Breathe in. Maybe you keep your foot floating. Breathe out, lower down chaturanga. Lift the toes back. And exhale, down dog or come into your child's pose for a moment to rest. Noticing your breath at this point in the flow. Noticing the heat in your body. Observing your body as is without judgment. It's not good, bad, right, wrong. Just is. One more. Inhale, lift yourself back into your down dog. Bend the knees, look forward, take a breath. As you breathe out, step walker, hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, root to rise, and all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart. Take a moment and stand here in your mountain pose. Maybe you grab a sip of water. Again, noticing the subtleties. The practice of yoga helps to purify the body, the mind, the spirit. Sort of cleansing through this movement.
On your next inhale, meet me back into your chair pose. Bend the knees, arms up. Kiss the thighs, palms together for this variation today. Inhaling and exhaling, take a dive. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Step your left leg back. And this time, instead of warrior two, we're gonna go warrior one. So spin your back heel down at a 45. Your left toes face the top left corner of the mat. Take as wide of a stance as you need. And inhale, send both arms up for your warrior one. Just like we did earlier, straighten through the leg and then lunge back in. So in and out, and then just like we did with our arms, we're gonna inhale. And then as we exhale, so arms up, leg is straight. As you exhale, draw your elbows to your ribs. Inhale up, exhale down. And it's okay if your back heel comes off of the earth. Stay with your breath. Breathing in, breathing out. So this class is called Just Breathe because I really want you to just breathe. That's why we move dynamically so we can encourage the inhale and the exhale. Last time. And this time you're gonna hold your warrior one, elbows by your ribs. Swim the hands back behind you and go for the grab. Interlace your fingers and open up your heart space here. See if you could avoid popping and locking your elbows here. And if it's not available for you today, it's okay to grab your wrist with your elbows bent. I just want your heart to open up. Take an inhale. And exhale. Fold forward for humble warrior. Take your right thigh and kiss it against the right ribs. Let your head totally hang. You got it. How's your breath? Take one more. Exhale, release your hands to the ground. Pivot and step to the top of your mat. Half lift as you breathe in. Fold forward as you breathe out. Again, stay here. Feel the difference in your left foot and right foot. I'm even looking at it and they look different. Maybe it's in my head, I don't know. But my right foot feels heavier, my left foot feels lighter. Not good, bad, right or wrong. Just is. Take a half lift. Exhale, fold. Step the right leg back. Find your warrior one stance. Again, function over form. What's going to allow you to come up into the pose where your hips are feeling a little bit more free, but also challenging to open up a little bit. So straighten the legs and then lower. The back leg stays straight the whole time. So we're going in and out of the left. Add the arms lift with a straight knee, and they come down with a bend. Breathe in, breathe out. Let's do 5. Two more. One more. And hold. Stay low in your warrior one. Elbows by your ribs. Swim the palms down and back. Interlace your fingers. Maybe this time the awkward way. Reach the knuckles back. Heart opens. Get a little bit deeper. Take another inhale. As you exhale, start to hinge from your left hip crease as you fold forward. How's your neck? Can you let your head totally hang? Take one more breath. Exhale, release your hands. Pivot and step to the top. Half lift, breathe in. Fold forward, breathe out. Inhale back to chair. Palms together, kiss the thighs. Exhale, press to stand, mountain pose. and release. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Keep the pace. Exhale, dive down and fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Step, walk, or hop. Go through your vinyasa. You can always meet me in down dog. Skipping the chaturanga and up dog. All right, so let's go left leg first this time. Inhale, lift your left leg, keeping the big toe facing down. Exhale, knee to nose. Did I skip that last time? Inhale, send it back. Exhale, knee to nose. Breathe in, send it back. Knee to nose. Inhale, back. I did. Exhale, bring it through. Perfect, we meet up right here. Okay, so last time we lowered our right knee down. I'm gonna give you that option if you'd like. But place both hands on the inside of the foot. So option 1, lower the knee down. Option 2, keep it lifted. Instead of doing lizard chaturangas, we're gonna go for the hold because our bodies are warmed and ready. See if you can lower your elbows towards the ground. This is where you might find blocks useful to rest your arms on. You could use books. I know I said water bottle earlier, but that's more for balancing. So wherever you can place your hands, even if you stay up here, this is okay. So it looks like I'm in a plank with one leg. If possible, and I'm going to pivot towards you, you can lower the shoulder under the thigh and wrap your hand around your ankle. And you're going to encourage the thigh to come forward as the thigh hugs in. So we're breathing and holding, opening up our hips. We're carrying lots of stress, fight, flight response, emotions, anger. And breathe. If you need a down level, please place your knee on the ground. If you'd like to up level, we're going to spin the back heel down. And we're going to stay. You can also take both hands and now reach them around your ankle. How's your breath? Function over form. Adapt the pose to something that you can maintain your rhythm of breathing. If you find yourself holding your breath, pushing too hard, down level, letting go of ego, fully embracing yourself as is. Let's take one more breath. And exhale, release. Try to send your legs back without lifting your hips. Maybe one-legged chaturanga, lower down. Lift the toes, press through your hands, kiss the thighs. And exhale, down dog. Breath in. Breath out. Let's take the right leg, inhale high. Exhale, bring it all the way through. As we already did the knee to nose. Bring your hands on the inside of your foot. Lower the hips down a little bit. Left knee can lower down or you keep it lifted. So we've been practicing contracting and releasing, inhaling, pressing our hands in and kissing the thighs. I want you to do that. Continue to do that with that balance of both. Pressing your hands into the earth. Kissing the thighs towards each other. Breath in, breath out. The higher the booty, the easier it is. The lower, the more you're going to get into the hips. To down level, lower the knee. To up level, spin the heel down and bring both hands to your ankle. Pushing the shin forward with the shoulders. Hugging the shoulder in, the knee into the shoulder. Sending both hips back, squaring them out. We got 3 more breaths here. Are you breathing? Just breathe. Last one. Exhale, release. Plant your hands, send the leg back. Maybe keep it floating, lower down chaturanga. Flip the toes, open your heart space, and let's move into your child's pose. And maybe this time you bring your arms by your sides.
This one feels a lot more comforting to me. Notice how your body is settling into the pose. Notice your breath. I'm going to grab a sip of water. I'm also going to check the time because I don't have cool. All right, so we'll have a yummy cool down soon. From your child's pose, you can come and meet into down dog whenever you're ready. Take your time to get there. Eventually, down dog becomes a resting pose. Maybe that's you today. Maybe you're not there yet. Wherever you are in your down dog journey, see if you can maintain your breath and really press evenly through your hands and feet. Take an inhale and a big audible exhale. Look forward and step, walk, or hop to the top of your mat. I'm going to walk. Take a half lift as you inhale. Fold forward as you exhale. Inhale, root to rise. Stand all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Roll it out, roll it out. All right, so we'll do another standing posture before we get down and get more into our hips. So let's turn to the side of our mat and we'll just rotate from side to side. I'm gonna try my best to mirror you virtually. This is very similar to if we're in class. So your feet are 3 to 5 feet apart, shoulders right over the hips. Cool, look at your feet. See if you can parallel them, slightly even pigeon-toed. Yeah, okay, take an inhale. Lift up through your heart space and your hands are resting on your pelvis. As you exhale, use your fingertips to encourage the hip crease. Lean forward, and we're gonna only come into it halfway. Okay, so halfway lift in your wide leg stretch. Your nose is pointing towards the ground. Play with the weight of your weight and distributing it forward and back on your feet. Find an evenness here. Take another breath. And as you exhale, release your hands from your pelvis, place them onto your blocks, maybe, onto a chair, or if they're touching the ground, put them onto the ground. And let's do that contract and release again. I want you to press your hands into the earth and kiss the thighs towards each other. Inhale. Exhale, soften, and release. Fold forward, let your head totally hang. Halfway lift, inhale. Press through your hands, kiss through your thighs. Exhale, soften and release. Let's do that 3 more times. Inhale, press through the hands, kiss the thighs. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Feeling energy. Exhale, releasing that energy 1 more time. And then exhale, fold. Take your hands, bring them behind your legs. So if I turn to the side, bring them back, palms down. And breathe. Let yourself hang, let your head hang. Inhale, bring your hands back below your nose, halfway lift. So you're gonna do something a little fun here. You're gonna rotate towards your left into a half squat. So half squat to your left. You got it. Yeah, hands are on the inside of your leg. Inhale, reach your arm up to the sky. Your right arm. Draw in the shoulders. Another breath in. Exhale, plant your hands and lift your booty and go to the other side. So a half squat on the other side. And it's okay if your heel is coming off the ground. You could be on the ball of the foot. And inhale, this time your left arm is coming up. Gazing up towards your ceiling, the sky, lights. If it's too much on the neck, look down. One more breath. Exhale, plant your hands, lift your booty. So we're gonna rotate back to the right, back to your left, and you're gonna come all the way down so that you're sitting, release the left ankle, so you're sitting on your left leg. Left leg is bent, right leg is straight. Inhale, sweep your arms up, and exhale, fold over. And it's okay if you can't reach your foot today. However far you can fold over. Letting your head just totally hang here. Letting the body round and curve. Getting into your left hamstrings a little bit. Actually, to your right, my left. Inhale, look forward. Come all the way forward. Lift your back knee, and you're gonna pivot around. So using your brain a little bit more today. Lower the back knee and sit back. So we're doing the other side. So this time your right leg is bent, your left leg is out in front of you. Sweep the arms up, inhale, and exhale, fold over. And it doesn't matter how far we fold. Choose a posture that allows you to breathe. Okay, inhale, come forward. Walk it forward. Lift your back leg. And we're gonna pivot back towards the center to that wide forward fold that we were in. When we started, take a half lift, hands to your waist, and rise all the way up. Yeah. Ah. You can jump it in or tiptoe it in. And shake it out. All right, so let's get into your hips a little bit more. We'll do some chair pigeon and then full pigeon. So let's meet back into our chair. We've done it a few times. This is our last time, I promise. Come into your Utkatasana chair pose. Take your hands and bring them to your waist again. Put all of your weight in your left foot. Take the right foot and create a figure 4 over your thigh. I want you to look at your right foot and dorsiflex it, which means toes pull up towards your shin, pressing through the heel. Take your fingers and bring them into your hip crease and really encourage the femurs to press back as you sit deeper into your chair. You should feel the sensation in your right deep, deep glutes. If you feel balanced here, and if you come out, come back in with grace. Take your hands, bring them back together, and breathe. So challenging here, your balance today and flexibility in this pose. See if you can get a little bit deeper, deeper. How deep can you get into it while maintaining your breath? One more. And exhale, stand all the way up and release and shake it up and dance it up. Again, first stand in your mountain pose and notice the difference from one side to the other. We always rush to the other side. I like to notice the difference first.
Inhale, sit back into your chair. Put all your weight in your right foot, figure 4 left leg over the right thigh. Dorsiflex your left foot. Fingers press the femur back as you sit deeper into the pose. You're maintaining a really erect spine here. Send the arms forward, palms together. Get a little bit lower into your pose. If you come out, come right back in. Stare at something that's stable, so you can be stable. Get a little bit lower. One more breath in. Exhale, press to stand. And release and shake it out. Let's take a dive. Breathe in and fold forward. Breathe out. Half lift. Exhale, you choose. You can go through a vinyasa. I'm going to step into a down dog. But please feel free to do chaturanga up dog if that's what your body's calling for you to do. So let's do our single leg pigeon. Take your left leg, inhale, lift it up. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose like we did earlier, but then send the left knee to the left elbow. And then bring the left foot up towards the right wrist. Lower the back knee, and you're finding a similar figure 4 in your left leg. You know what to do. Breathe in and come down. You can use locks. You don't have to. If you were in class, I would check your hips to see if they're level. But again, in this class, we're going function, so can you maintain your breath in whatever posture you choose? Adapt the pose for yourself. If you want to keep the theme of what we've been working on, you can press through your hands and kiss through your thighs on your inhale, and then exhale, release. When you do this, it's a variation of PNF stretching, so it actually helps with flexibility. Can't see yourself doing anything, but you can feel it. Inhale, contract. Exhale, release. One more. And exhale, release. Stay there for a couple more breaths. Take a breath in. And exhale, walk it out. We'll send your left leg up to the sky for your one-legged down dog. Stretch it out. Open up your hips here. You might keep your knee bent, reaching over. Or if while things in your practice, you can pivot and lower your foot down. Opening up your heart and your hips towards the sky. Pressing through the lower arm. One more breath. And wrap it around. Down dog, or go through your chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. You choose. Before we go to the other side, notice again the difference in each leg. So my left leg feels higher than my right. Okay. All right, right leg, go ahead and lift, breathe in. Exhale, knee to nose. Send the knee to the right elbow. Rotate your right foot up towards the left wrist, lower the shin. Crawl the left knee back. Breathe in and exhale, lower. If you want to do contract and release, since the brain knows contracts, sometimes we don't recognize the tension. So adding the tension can help in the release. We'll inhale, squeeze, and press. Exhale, let go. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, release. One more. Breathe in. And exhale, release. Stay here for a few more breaths. On your next breath, walk it up. Push away from the floor, send your right leg high to the sky. Bend your knee and open up your hips here. Again, stay or pivot all the way over, lowering the back leg into your welding. Yeah, you got it. Big breath. And exhale, wrap it around. Back into your down dog. Take a breath in. And exhale, lower down. So come to your knees and walk your legs all the way forward. So almost to cool down, but not quite there yet. Lower all the way onto your backs. When you come onto your back, wiggle the knees side to side. So I know it's the end of the night. Normally I wouldn't really take us into any further back bends, so it is definitely an option for you. I love options. So option one, if you have a couch cushion, a block, a bolster, even a pillow, you can come into a passive bridge pose. So lift your hips and send the block underneath your booty, and you can stay right here. So it's not too crazy of a back bend. You're really not doing much work at all. And you can continue this opening of the hips. So this is your first option, which feels really nice. Option two, full variation. You're working a little bit harder. Interlace the fingers underneath your back. And we'll do a couple of times. Notice which thumb is in front, because the next time we'll switch. We'll add some contract and release even here. Press your hands towards each other, even knuckles into the earth at the pinky edge. Kiss the thighs towards each other. So breathe in as you do that. Exhale, you're softening as you hold. Breathe in, engage and contract. Breathe out, release. One more. Breathe out, release. Let go of your finger grip. Remove the shoulder blades apart and lower down one vertebrae at a time, wiggling the hips and the knees. side to side. We'll do that one more time. Again, option to come onto a block or stay here the whole time, or lift the hips as you press into the heels. Tuck these shoulders in, elbows towards your midline. Switch the other thumb in front so it's all super awkward. And breathe. For this round, see if you can get out of your body and more into your breath, your energetic layer. Follow each breath in. Watch how it lifts and lowers yourself. Breathe in. Breathe out. 3 more really intentional inhales and exhales. One more. Exhale, release the fingers, shoulders, and spine. Take your feet wide and let the knees cave in. Bring your arms out to a T. Let the body rebound. Start to slow it down. Maybe you close your eyes. See if you can maintain a rhythm to your breath, but it's a little bit more natural after an intentional practice. You should feel the purification of your breath here. That passageway feels easier to breathe. That you might not be intentionally inhaling and exhaling, but simply observing and watching your breath as is. Draw the knees into your chest and send the legs up. Option 1, waterfall pose. Your legs stay high, this side. Option 2, legs can come over to the wall. Option 3, you can come into your shoulder stand. If it's in your practice, I'm not going there today. I'm just gonna do this. Roll your ankles around, spread the toes. Keep the right leg lifted. Send the left leg down. If you're in shoulder stand, you can lower it down. Take your time. Oh, it looks like you're in headstand. Awesome. Breathe. And whenever you're ready, you can slowly come down. And you choose what kind of spinal twist feels good for you. I'm going to go for both legs in extension, sending the leg over. And I'll take it to center. Switch. Go the other way. So a lot of teachers will say to anchor the shoulders down, but I say again, function over form. Let your body go where it wants to go and maintain your breath. As long as it's not causing pain, of course. Inhale, take it back to center. Hug both knees in towards your ribs, your armpits. Maybe you grab onto your feet, finding a happy baby. If happy baby is not comfortable for you, please simply bring your knees to your chest. You can take any variation here. And then bring your knees in, squeeze into a tight ball, big breath in, and exhale, find your Shavasana, and I'll take you through an entire contract release for your body so that you can fully let go. Since you're in the comfort of your home, grab any props that you have so that you can feel fully at rest. So maybe you move over to a wall, grab a couch cushion, or a blanket, or turn off your lights if you want. As you come in to your Shavasana, bring your awareness to your right foot, right toes, right ankle, right shin, and thigh, front and back, the whole right leg. Bring your whole right leg from your toes to your hips, to the forefront of your mind. Squeeze and contract. Breathe in. And exhale, let go. Left toes, left foot, ankle, shin, calf, knee, thigh, front and back. Bring the whole left leg from the left toes to your left hip crease to the forefront of your mind. Breathe in and contract and squeeze, engage. Exhale, let it go. Right fingers, palm, back of hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder. Right fingers to the right shoulder head. Squeeze and engage. Breathe in. Exhale, let it go. Left fingers, palm, back of hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder. Left fingertips to left shoulder head. Squeeze, engage, contract as you breathe in. Exhale, let go. Lower belly, ribs, and chest. Lower back, mid back, shoulder blades. Squeeze and engage. Contract, breathe in. Exhale, let go. Throat, back of neck, your head, your forehead, your face, your ears, your jaw. Squeeze and engage your eyes. Breathe in everything. Exhale, let go. One more big breath, let it wash over you. Scanning for any leftover tension, and exhale, completely release. Doing nothing extra for the next few moments. Simply being still.
People are talking. People are talking.
Okay. So this is from the Book of Awakening. So whether you're lying down or sitting up, take your time. He says, once when I was 6, I chased a butterfly halfway through the reservoir before cupping it in my boyish hands. I had the beautiful thing, but couldn't see it. To see it, I had to let it go. I kept my hands cupped as long as I could. Past nose itch and leg jiggle, and then the dark flitting against my palms made me open, and magnificent plates of color lifted against my will. It was too delicate a story to tell over dinner, and soon there were books and assignments and model cars to glue, and arguments and anger, and I forgot there ever was a butterfly. It's only now, some 40 years later, that it awakens in me like a revelation placed in the hands of a pilgrim long before he knew enough to believe. Now chasing the butterfly seems a way of life. Afraid to lose or be left out, we chase and cling, and clinging, we are lost. It seems so obvious once living it. Now I can see that during my illness, this was the difference between fear and faith, between terror and the presence of God. Landing in a hospital bed, I chased the beat of everything I faced into my heart and tried to cup it in my boyish hands, burying my head. Of course, I had the beautiful thing beating like that butterfly now trapped inside me. As long as I kept all of that beauty and power of raw life cupped in my chest, in my face, in my hands, I couldn't see it. To see it, I had to let go. Just as when a boy, I held it as long as I could, until the pounding made me open and this magnificent sense of life lifted out of me against my will. I know now that what I held so tightly within was the presence of God, which held and felt like pain and fear and terror. Over 40 years to learn this vital lesson, that the deepest things beat within, made dark and fearful by our holding, only uplifting the instant we let go. So, in the release, everything begins. So today, hopefully this physical practice was a manifestation of your ability to release and to completely let go of whatever tension you're maybe holding in your body, or perhaps even any fears that you're holding within your heart. Let's take one more big breath together. And exhale. Thank you so much for practicing. The student in me honors the student in you. Namaste.